Hello, welcome to my channel Rendezvous with Dr. Pushpendu Rakshit. I hope you are watching all the videos. Keep watching the series on cybercrime, types of cybercrimes that we are currently going with. Now, this all is done as a part of cyber literacy and cyber awareness, and hope you all are finding it interesting. Now, let us move ahead with the topic that we have to deal today is this denial and distributed denial of service attack that's called as DoS and DDoS attack. Now, in this basically we could see that both the types of attacks are quite deadly by nature, and that is why they are ranking at a very good position in the cyber world or types of cybercrime that we are dealing. So multiple different sources from where we can see the crime is committed. We can also see in the figure, just it is as a depiction, where we could see that we are having the different portals or different sites from where the information can be bombarded, or sometimes it can be through the spam mail, or sometimes it is just trying to put a halt or stop the system that we are having. This sort of attacks are committed, which is quite common in nature. Now, moving ahead, we do see is involving flooding a computer with more requests than it can handle. So here it is a request oriented. So here it is a trial is given through which a more amount of information can be given to the computer, so that again the server or system crash. This causes the computer or web server to crash and restrict authorized user. Authorized users cannot get into the system because it is already hijacked, it is already hacked, and otherwise also huge amount of information is or the mails are sent on it. So system will slow down, the network will slow down, and ultimately everything will come to halt. Another variation in this is known as DDoS, that is distributed denial of service attack, which is the next version of denial of service attack, that's called DoS attack, where the attacker can many and from geographically widespread. From different locations, the attackers can be anonymous again. Makes it impossible to stop the attack simply by blocking a single source, because attacks are done from multiple sources, so we cannot just block it from a single source. A DOS or a DDoS attack is analogous to a group of people crowding the entry door of a shop, making it hard for a legitimate customer to enter, thus disrupting trade. So this is a case scenario which has been given, where you can imagine just an entry single door is there, as you all may be visiting multiple malls and marts or any such shop floor or showroom, where you can see that one entry is there, and imagine that there is a huge crowd like in the local trains of Mumbai, where people are just trying to get in and get out. So the sort of challenge and the problem that person faces is similarly. So where all the unwanted emails or unwanted requests are coming, but those who are legitimate, they cannot enter it into the system. And with this example, then further it is explained that mainly for a specific targeted purpose, including disrupting transaction access to database. So these are the major purpose why it has been done. What are the symptoms? How we can understand that we are becoming victim of DOS or DDoS attack? For this, then we can see that usually first point, usually slow network performance, opening files or accessing web sites. This is again can happen to an individual, or it can again happen to any company, organization, factory, firm, or any established business. And unavailability of a particular website, and then inability to access any website. So these are the three ways, basic ways by which symptoms we can say we can understand that whether a system is under or a server is under DOS or DDoS attack. Now, moving ahead, what are the attacking techniques? Let's go through that. First is brute force attack. Then we have flooding the target with an overwhelming flux of packets. Packet means we are talking about again the request. Over saturating its connection bandwidth, depleting the target's system in resources, distributed denial of services, employing a botnet. So these are botnets are the zombies. They are the way by which we can create entry into any system and we can access the system. And Brute force attack is forcibly attacking anybody's system with flooding the system with spam mails or in general mails or requests made so that the legitimate things cannot travel, but only the unwanted things will keep traveling within the system. As you can see here from this pictorial exhibit also, that we have so many danger zones are signs are shown, so where you can make sure that so many different computers or sources, you can imagine, are bombarding so much of request or unwanted content on the internet, and finally the server crashing, that is shown in the in between, the server is crashing because, or it's getting bombarded because and making leading the website running slow or down. So this is a way by which these attacks are conducted. What are the tools to conduct this attack? MyDoom, slow loris, malware, then we have Stachel Direct and Zombie. So these are the different tools by which these sort of crimes are committed, and most of them are popular. You can get them and search them, and if at all we may involve them in our series. So these are the major types of malwares that are very deadly infectious codes, which are malicious codes, and they are damaging the system thoroughly. Now, example, in India, 2017, state-run telco BSNL hurriedly issued an advisory notice to its broadband customers that month, urging them to change their default router username and password, because the entire BSNL was bombarded and it was spoofed with different sorts of mails, messages, and it was given a proper, I mean, a huge amount of load was given to the server, and most of the things were hijacked. The passwords and other details were hijacked. Second example is from 28 2018 February. GitHub, which is a huge musical store, a popular developer platform we have, was hit with a sudden outslot of traffic that clocked in at 1.35 terabits per second. That amount of traffic is not only massive, but it is a record-breaking traffic. And this huge amount of traffic on such a development platform, or like GitHub, or we have GitHub, or we have other platforms, can definitely slow down the entire functionality of the platform. So this is an intentionally done, purposefully done crime. So it is not just done for a fun purpose or monetary benefit, because most of the cyber crimes are committed for monetary benefit, as we understand. But in this case, it may be just because of revenge, just because you have to mar, defame somebody's, tarnish somebody's, the image on social platform or virtual world. So that's the reason it can be done. And once your website comes under such issue, then it is having a big trust issue from customers' perspective. So that's how your business can also be having a challenging time if at all these attacks do take place. So in this, we try to understand that how there are multiple ways by which these attacks are conducted, and they are deadly, and preventive measures are, again, like, we need to be quite cautious about the website maintenance. We have to periodically go with the cyber sort of, we can say, cyber insurance that is available, or we can make sure that all the databases are treated well, and every proper security management is done. Firewalls are very powerful, security protections are there, systems are with antiviruses, and every system responds to it very properly. Thanks for watching this channel. Hope this video was quite useful. Keep liking, subscribing, and sharing, and do not forget to press the bell icon. So this contribution definitely would be helpful if at all you people are passing it to the next one. Thanks a lot.